Dad's coming soon. You should go.
Are you sure? Because I live just around the corner. You know, you can wait for him over there where it's warmer. And dry. Oh, come on. You know me. After everything, I was hoping you can trust me.
Hold on. Let me tell my dad.
Come on, RUE. There's no need to be so paranoid. When he comes, you can come out here and wait for him again. Plus, you're not the only one who's cold. I'm sure you wouldn't want to keep both of us out here, freezing in the rain, right?
Alright, let's go then.
Perfect. This way. I must admit, RUE, I've been thinking a lot about what you say.
She's going to get into so much trouble when she gets home. Did Dad send you any new updates?
No, darling. He's still driving around the area looking for her.
I can't stand this anymore. It's been hours. It's almost 2 a.m. Should I call the police again?
There's no need to. Maybe her battery just flat. Don't worry.
But, Mom, it's RUE. You know she's always going to have a spare charger with her.
Noah, please. Let's just wait for your father.
Dad!
No news. I can't find her.
What? How can you not? This town is
That's
so
it.
small.
I'm going out to find
Noah,
her.
no. You only make things worse.
But, Mom, it's RUE.
Noah, you call the police, right? They should be here soon. They'll know what to do.
Fine. RUE? Oh, Detective Francine. I'm Noah. Come in, please. Thank you.
Detective, I'm Jack, RUE's father. Please, have a seat.
Mr. and Mrs. Lee, I'm terribly sorry for what happened. My team and I will do our best to assist you in any way we can. Okay, let's get started. I just need to get some of your statements down for today. Get some info on you. Where was RUE supposed to be today?
She went to school today with Noah.
And what time do they let her out?
Let me check. I have a schedule sync online somewhere. I have it. Hold on. Give me just a second more.
if I may. Today she finishes school at 5. She was supposed to come home right after for dinner with us.
Thank you, Noah. Were there any inconsistencies in her behavior? Any disputes? Anything strange?
She didn't run off, detective. If that's what you're suggesting.
Of course, Mrs. Lee. I meant no offense. This is just routine question for us.
It's okay, Francine.
No, of course, detective. Rue, she's a good girl. Sure, she does have fights with us sometimes, but which teenager doesn't?
If every teenager ran off after a minor scuffle at home, we have reports of missing persons every day. So the short answer to your question is no. She did not run off. She even texted my husband 2 hours before Noah phoned you to pick her up. Jack, show the text.
Yes, of course. Here.
Could you tell me a bit more about these fights?
Sibling quarrels. Nothing off the blue, really.
Could you be more specific?
Rue and I don't get along a lot because we're very different people. You never guess that we're twins. She likes being with her friends. She's always leaving updates on her social media. And that's why this silence is so unlike her. Francine, I don't believe she ran away. Something must have happened.
Noah, I believe you. But let's not jump into conclusions either. Do you have any physical descriptions of her? Any pictures?
Of course. Let me just check her Instagram.
Actually, you can have this picture instead.
Thank you. I'll come by in the next few days if I have any needs.
I'll walk you to the door. Thank you, detective.
I'm going upstairs. Need some space.
They will find her, right, Jack?
Maybe she just thinks some sort of prank on us. Maybe she dropped her phone. Maybe... I don't know. You do think they will find her, right, Jack? Right?
Yes, of course they will. Yeah.
Rue's disappearance that night caught a family off guard. What they wouldn't realize, though, was that they would come to know tougher nights in time to come. Rue was the best of them, sweet, lively, and innocent. Her family would spend the next few months in all sorts of limbo, and it wasn't pretty. Not when her parents had another daughter who reminded them exactly of the one who didn't make it home that night. They searched for her, cried for her, missed her terribly. But always they would wait for her to come home. Then again, things weren't always this depressing. In fact, a month ago, life was lukewarm. At times, perhaps chaotic and frustrating. But they were, above all, okay. You know what? I'll show you.
Yeah? Okay. Okay. Wait. I didn't quite catch that. Did you just say a business meeting in London next week?
But Mom, we're supposed to go visit Grandma next week.
Not now, darling.
It's her birthday, for goodness sake.
Yeah. I think I can make it. I'll have to rearrange some appointments, but I'll be there. Alright. I'll see you next week then. Bye.
Classic move. Can't wait for Grandma to hear what you have to say about not being there for her birthday. Again. This is the third one you're missing because of work, by the way.
Oh, don't be so difficult. I'm sure Grandma will understand. We'll just make a visit to her after I'm back to make it up.
I guess.
Thanks for understanding, dear.
Hey Dad.
Noah, how's your day?
Just dreadful.
Oh, really? Tell me more about it.
Mom has to go to work next week, so we can't visit Grandma anymore. But how's your day, Dad?
Yes.
Dad?
That's a question.
Yes, I did. How was your day? Did you have a good one?
I'm monitoring the stock market.
And how is the stock market?
Meh.
You know, conversations only work if you say something that I can reply to.
Well, stocks are done on profit taking, so I'm taking a wait and see approach for now.
I'm sure that would sound a lot more exciting if I knew what all of it meant. Dad, do you smell that?
My cookies!
This family.
Skulking around again, I see. So, what incurred your wrath today?
Not you two. Dear mother's working, as usual.
I'm sure Mom has a perfectly good reason. Do you spend enough time with her? You know she's been gunning for a promotion.
So?
So she needs to do everything to impress her boss genius. Be nice to her. Don't be difficult, Noah.
I'm not being difficult. Think about it. Oh, wait. I forgot you can't because Google will just do it for you.
Has anyone told you how unbearable you are to talk to? Oh wait, I forgot. You don't have any friends.
Well, maybe I would have an easier time with that if people like you weren't always on their phones. It's 2030, yet people can't even talk to each other without somehow being on their friends list first. It's like we're devolving or something.
Filtering. No need to sit through boring conversations with people people we have nothing in common with. No need to pretend to enjoy talking about frustrating things like politics, climate change, and whatnot.
You know, you can stop being so unbearably optimistic all the time.
I genuinely enjoy this life. You know, I'm starting to think that you were born in the wrong generation. Maybe that's why you're so miserable all the time. You know what you should do? Go get yourself a hobby. And FYI, being an SJW isn't a legit one.
Where are you going? BRB. Going out to find myself a new hobby. And get some fresh air. Maybe RUE was right. What if I really were born in the wrong generation? I just wish I could move away from this boring, stupid town. They'd never miss me anyway. Heck, no one would even notice that I'm gone.
Sorry, hey. I can't help but notice. Are you okay?
Shit!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. It's just I couldn't help it. But I can leave now if you want me
Oh, no, it's okay. I just didn't realize you were there. You don't have to leave or anything.
to. Alright, I'll stay. If you don't skip town.
Why do you care?
I mean, I know I'm in no position to give you advice, and if you ask me, but you aren't evidently, but I like to give my opinions anyway. I think you're being too hard on yourself. Don't pay attention to RUE, whoever that is.
RUE's my sister, but you'd never think that we're related. We're worlds apart.
I'm guessing she's not as intense as you are then.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, no.
She's a lot choppier and more fun to be around.
That wasn't meant to be. I didn't mean to be rude.
Hey, it's not being rude if it's the truth. I've heard it a million times. She's the fun one and I'm the miserable one.
Well, then don't listen to them. Problem solved. It's easy to get hurt when you take every opinion personally.
But what if they're right?
Opinions are not facts, no matter how many times they get repeated. I can tell everyone I meet that the sky is green, but that doesn't make it any less blue. I know it's only 5 minutes, and I don't know you, you don't know me. We'll probably never see each other again, but I don't think you're miserable, if my opinion counts for anything.
Do you really mean that?
Hey, when have I ever lied to you? And whenever you want to skip town, let me know,
Why?
so I can come with you.
I'm sorry. Is this a joke to you?
Absolutely not. If you got one thing right today, is that this place is unbearably boring. I would love to go.
Sorry. Give me a second.
Sure.
Hey, sorry. I'd love to hear what you have to say, but my family's calling.
See, someone noticed you were gone. Guess we can't skip town now.
Yeah, what a bummer. I was really looking forward to that.
Alright, I hope everything turns out fine.
Thanks. Bye.
Shit! I didn't get the name.
Telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain and let me be alone again. The only girl I care about is gone away, looking for a brand new start. But little does she know that when she left that day, along with her she took my heart. Rain, please tell me now, does that seem fair? For her to steal my heart away when she don't care. I can't love another when my heart's somewhere far away. The only girl I care about is gone away, looking for a brand new start. But little does she know that when she left that day, along with her
Goodness, you're so late. What did I always tell you about punctuality?
Just needed to clear my head. What's for dinner?
I ordered in some Chinese food. You must be starving after being outside the whole day. RUE, dinner's ready.
Wow, looks great. Thanks, Mom.
Glad someone appreciates me. Why can't you be more like your sister, Noah?
So, how was everyone's day?
It's okay. We're doing Romeo and Juliet now. It's so romantic. You do realize that Shakespeare wrote it as a satire to love, right? There's nothing remotely romantic about dying for love. At what? 13? Oops, spoiler. Did Shakespeare tell you that? What do you know about love?
That is a chemical reaction in the brain to trick women into settling for substandard men.
There you go again. Always going on and on about how everything in your life sucks. Maybe we meet some friends for a change. You'll be less of an unpleasant friend.
Whoa, girls, why can't we be civil to each other for a change? It's just a dinner conversation.
And a family is just a social construct.
How was your day, Noah? Where'd you come from?
I spontaneously decided that the air in the house just wasn't for me. It's stale.
I wonder why.
Well, with an air freshener, do you want me to turn it on?
Where did you go?
I walked around at the park, cleared my head. Matt,
Someone nice and had a conversation for a change.
That's nice. What was it?
Shit!
Noah, please, not at the dinner
Language.
table.
I forgot to ask for his name.
His? Do you need to get his Instagram handle? I want to see what it looks like.
Rue, don't rub it in for your sister. You know how hard it is for her to find someone she decides she actually likes talking to.
I'm just saying, you can find out a lot about a person from their Insta, you know. Where they live, who they are friends with. I'm not gonna lie, Rue, but that sounds terrifying. Putting your entire life online like that, you're gonna attract a creep or two.
Okay, girls, you know what? This conversation is over. New rule. No controversial topics at the dinner table.
Your mother's right. Anyway, since Noah's always talking about how we don't spend time together anymore, I was thinking we could go do something together as a family next week.
Sounds great, Dad. Really.
That was the last normal dinner for the family. The other dinners they shared in the month that led up to Rue's disappearance weren't really family dinners. Mom was always too caught up with work and insisted on eating only after she was done with everything. Dad was at the dinner table, but his mind was always racing elsewhere. The stock market, or what kind of breakfast he could make for his daughters the next day. You know, typical dad things. Sometimes I would catch Noah reminiscing back on this particular memory, wishing she hadn't been so harsh on her family, especially her sister. Maybe, just maybe, she could have held back an unkind word or two.
Rue, look here. Noah, don't run too far. We're taking a photo.
Noah, Rue, look at the camera. Say cheese.
Jack, what are you doing?
Do you remember these?
No, I meant, what are you wearing? We're supposed to be getting ready to meet Maisie and Robert.
You know I hate meeting them.
I don't understand you. You agreed to meet them.
No, you agreed. I wasn't even privy to the conversation.
But you said yes last week. Anyway, you haven't properly met them since we graduated. They're always asking about you, you know.
It's always the same with them. They're going to talk about how much money they're making, the holidays in Europe, how much I'm missing out on that life. You know how that makes me feel. We've talked about this.
I know. And the annoying thing is, they're always bragging about their kids' achievements. I don't care how you think your 3-year-old is a child prodigy just because he can recite the alphabet. I'm pretty sure Noah could do that and count to 10 before her second birthday.
And whenever I tell them about what I do at home, there's that awkward silence. I think Robert feels sorry for me just because I'm a house husband.
And Maisie always gives me the side eye when I tell her that I'm working late and can't spend time with you girls. She always says, "But you're their mother," in that unbearable, haughty tone. Yeah, well, I also happen to be the main breadwinner of this family, Maisie. But maybe being around other people can help distract you for a while. You know, with Rue.
I'm sorry, Karen. You go ahead. I already promised I'll spend tonight with Noah.
I'm just trying to help you, Jack. You're not gonna get any better sitting around at home all day. You have to go out and meet other people. Plus, I checked. The restaurant serves lasagna. Your favorite.
Really, I'm doing fine by myself here.
You even stepped foot outside for a month already. Please, I'm worried about you, Jack.
I'm sorry, dear. I really am, but I think Noah needs me more tonight.
Why is it always about Noah? What about me? Why do I always have to attend these social events alone?
You're not
It's
paying enough.
embarrassing.
You're not paying enough attention to her.
How do you expect me
You
to?
better go if you don't want to be late.
Last chance. Are you coming or not?
I'll pass.
What was I expecting anyway?
Rue's family were all looking at the same problem, only they didn't see it yet. Loss is a tricky thing. Some people turn to old photographs, others turn to questions about religion to ascribe some sort of meaning to their experiences. Some look for distractions, others find comfort in other people. I'm still trying to figure things out myself.
You're looking happy today. Unlike you, I'm happy every day. What are you doing? None of your business. Anyway, even if I told you, you wouldn't be interested. So, go back to reading whatever book you have. Why are you being so secretive? Like I said, none of your business. So you can jolly well skedaddle away. I bet you're doing something illegal. Then arrest me. Hey, Noah, give it back. Oh wow, this is way worse than what I initially expected. Anyway, I'm emotionally invested now. Tell me more. Fine. His name is Nathan. There you go. We met online. But why do you care anyway? Boys gross you out and you think online dating is stupid. Boys are gross and online dating is stupid. But unfortunately, you're my sister, so that automatically burdens me to care about you. Wow, I'm so honored. Okay, so spill the tea. Stop stalling. Oh, it's nothing much. We only just begun talking. I don't even know what he looks like yet. But apparently we have similar interests. We both like Mexican food and cutting class. What a dream. So, are you going to meet this Nathan guy this weekend? I'm so excited. Actually, why don't we find you a date online too? Then we can go on a double date. How cute! Me? No. You know I don't believe in algorithms like that. Come on, Noah. How do you know if you never ever tried it? I've never tried murder or arson too. Doesn't mean it's a good idea. You can thank me later if I find you someone equally weird. Think about it. You guys can run off into the sunset complaining about everything wrong in the world and thinking you're better than everyone else. Hey! Okay, but give it a thought, seriously. What do you have to lose, Noah? Fine. Really? But if I don't like it, you have to stop bugging me about this forever. You can't take it back, promise? Let's make it profound now.
When I catch Noah daydreaming in the days following her sister's disappearance, this was one of the few memories that kept resurfacing. To her, it was one of those fleeting moments where both sisters really got to know each other, put aside their differences, and realized that ultimately they just wanted to form a connection with somebody else, but above all, each other.
Who is it?
Noah, you wanted to see me?
Oh yes, of course. Come in, come in.
Oh, it's a framed picture of you and a parrot.
Thanks, Noah. Oh yes, this is Buddy. He talks.
Oh, wow.
So you wanted to see me?
Oh yes, I did actually. It's about...
Let me guess. My sister, everyone presumes to be
No,
dead.
no. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about... Okay, yes, that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about.
Got it. Okay. I'm ready whenever you are for an outpour of condolences.
Very clever.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. You were saying?
Well, I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry about everything that's been happening.
Thank you, I guess. Are you expecting an actual response from me, Mr. Law?
Well, with everything going on, if there's something that you want to tell me, I'm here to listen.
It's just that I never really know what to say about things like this. It's like when your friends sing you a birthday song in public and you're just standing there, you know? Not that I'm comparing my sister's disappearance with birthday embarrassment, but you get the idea?
Right. Anyway, how are you today?
Fine. Could be better, obviously. But I'm getting by.
Oh, that's good to hear. But anyway, how's your family coping with it?
If I'm being brutally honest about it, I think I'm probably the most sane out of them all.
And why do you say that?
My parents fight all the time. But then again, I guess that's not anything new.
I see. How are they like? Just trying to get a better sense of things here.
When they happen to remember that they are parents, you know what? They are actually mildly bearable. They have good taste in takeout food,
Take out food?
if that counts for anything. My mom always knows what to order for us, and my dad makes the best cookies.
Oh, best cookies?
And I guess that living with these cycles taught me that if I can survive that, I'm prepared for anything. Character development, you know?
I'm sorry.
Nah, don't be. It's not your fault they're my parents.
Noah, can I drop by your house sometime in the next 2 weeks?
Whatever for.
You don't think whatever you have told me today warrants at least some concern?
Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Don't say I didn't warn you. Anyway, as much as I enjoy this conversation, I gotta go home now.
So soon.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just, I have to go home and help my dad out. You know, with his marriage.
What? Hey, wait. Do you understand her? Because I didn't.
Francine, why are you here?
Noah! Are you just getting back from school?
Yeah, just did.
How are you doing?
There goes sister. What can I say, right?
Noah.
I'm just kidding. I'm okay. Anyway, why are you here? Do you have any news?
Noah, I'm really sorry I have to rush back to the station. But I just want you to know that if you need anything at all, I'm just a call away. I mean it.
Thanks, Francine. I'll be okay. Mom, Dad.
Noah, hi. Mom ordered some of her favorite food today.
Why was Francine here?
It's work. I've got to take this. Hello? Don't worry. You aren't interrupting anything.
Why does she always have to be working?
Don't be too hard on her. She just needs a distraction. We all do. Until your sister comes home.
I'm not stupid, Dad. It's been over a month now. 32 days.
What would you have us do, Noah?
Look for her. Talk to people.
I told you, you need a permit to do that. And on that note, Noah, I can't believe you went behind my back. I specifically told you that you can't be involved in the investigation.
I'm not.
Then explain the many emails to Francine.
Is this what she was here for? Ratting me out.
She cares for you.
Whoa, what's this about?
You know,
if you paid more attention.
Noah.
I don't want to fight with you now, Noah. Not with your sisters.
What? What about her?
You didn't tell her.
What?
Now's
Tell me what?
Not the right time. Noah,
Quit stalling, both of you, and just tell me what happened to my sister.
Francine, earlier they didn't find her body.
Well, that's good news, right? She could still be alive out there, right?
They found the book you lent her, Shakespeare. It has your name on it.
So, she could have dropped it. It doesn't have to mean anything.
they also found a lot of blood.
That? Rue? No. This can't be happening.
Noah,
I'm not hungry anymore. I'm going to my room. Please, excuse me.
Noah! Noah!
leave her be, dear. She just needs some space. We all do.
What are we going to do?
I don't know, Jack.
What are we going to do with Noah?
I don't have the answers.
Think we should talk to a psychologist? Take her out of school for a little while?
Damn it, Jack! I wish for once that you just make some decisions by yourself instead of relying on me all the time. Why can't you just man up for once? That's all I'm asking. For once, just man up. Look, Jack, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. It just slipped out.
That's what you really think? I'm not trying hard enough for this family. You know what? I've had enough of the two of you. There's no peace when Rue is still around, and there's less of it now that she's gone.
Don't you dare say that!
I've got to face up to the facts, Tara. They found evidence.
Don't you dare say that! Take it back!
Let's have this conversation in a calmer. I'll go check on Noah.
I'm so nervous. What if he doesn't like me?
Then just go online again. Find someone else to talk to. There's so many other fishes in the sea. Why get all worked up over one?
I don't want somebody else. I actually really like Nathan, you know.
Ugh, sis, every other girl in love. You know, I never thought this day would come.
What?
I guess I'm just not used to this version of Rue. You always know what to say. You're so good at handling any social situation, and I hate to admit it, but everyone just can't help but love you.
Noah, I never told you this, but I love it when you speak your mind. Even when it drives me nuts. Even when you disagree with me. Especially when you disagree with me. You don't care how you look. You don't do anything to impress anyone but yourself.
You know, sometimes I wish I could be like you. I wish I wasn't so angry all the time.
Maybe it's because you've got this perfect picture of how the world should be in your head. You expect too much of people, and then you let yourself get upset when they don't live up to your standards. Like Mom.
I guess. You know what? I like it when we talk like this. It's nice.
We gotta do this more often.
There's your lover boy. Fingers crossed. Hope he isn't a 40-year-old man or something.
You just got to ruin the moment, don't you? How do I look?
Let's just say, I can't imagine him taking anyone else out.
Hi,
You're Nathan.
Wait, you are RUE?
Oh, right. You had to take her out on a date. No, Rue's my sister.
Wait, you two know each other?
Well, we more than know each other. We've already talked about skipping town together.
Hey,
No wonder I thought RUE was such a familiar name. She's your sister.
Can someone tell me what is going on?
Rue, remember that day we got into an argument and I said I needed some fresh air?
Which day?
The one when I came back and said I met someone really nice.
Why, thank you.
I'm not sure I'm following.
Nathan was the person I met at the park.
But we both forgot to ask for each other's names.
He's the one?
He is, lo and behold.
This is so crazy. I never thought I'd ever see you again.
Me neither. We never did get to finish our conversation that day.
And look what brought you two together again. You can thank me later, Noah. But you know what? You two should go out, catch up.
What? No, it's your night.
Actually, I'm feeling a little sick. I was just about to call and cancel. But since Nathan's already here, maybe you'll like to take my place instead?
You know, your sister's right. It would be a terrible shame if I traveled all the way here just to go straight back home.
I don't know about that.
If it interests you, I know an excellent restaurant.
Oh my gosh, Noah.
What?
Take the hint or do I have to spell it out for you?
It's not every day you get to meet someone you want to skip town with.
Thank you. See? He gets it. Come on, Noah.
Alright.
Yay! Have a great night, guys. Don't stay out too late. And Noah, I want to hear all about it when you get back.
Bye, Rue.
See you around, RUE.
So, where's this excellent restaurant you wanted to recommend? I am so hungry.
Restaurant? Oh, that. I didn't actually have a recommendation. I just said that so you agreed to go out with me.
You're
What
so
are-
impossible.
What are you feeling? Japanese food? Indian food.
Actually, I hear you're a big fan of Mexican.
Right, it was on my profile.
And lucky for you, I actually know an excellent Mexican restaurant around here. And unlike your recommendation, mine is actually legit.
Whenever I catch Noah thinking back on this memory, I always seem to feel a great surge of guilt from her. Guilt that she, in a way, ruined her sister's night out. Guilt that she was beginning to accept deep down that she might never see her sister again. That maybe everybody else was right. RUE was gone forever. She felt ashamed that she would grow up and fall in love, maybe settle down with somebody, whereas RUE would never. And the greatest guilt of all, that it was she who had stayed behind, while it was sweet RUE who was gone.
saying to her, what do you think metal straws are going to do for the environment anyway? Drew, you look nice.
Thank you. I'm so late for date.
Ooh, a date? With who?
Is it Jerome? Ew, no. I'm gonna date with another guy, Brian.
Wait, what? Why not?
You were so in love with Jerome last week.
And Nathan, a few weeks before,
What have I missed out on?
right after that night when we went out, bro already met someone new.
Says his name is Jerome and won't stop talking about him. Yeah, about that, Jerome turned out to be a total catfishing creep. I blocked him, but somehow he keeps finding a way to message me.
Jerome's been harassing you?
Yeah, he keeps leaving me desperate messages and says he can't live without me. Technically, he's not wrong.
I think you should probably...
I don't need a lecture on internet safety today, Noah. Don't worry about me, because I don't have time to worry about me. I'm so late.
Alright, just promise me you'll protect yourself, okay?
Bye, Rue. Have fun. And take care. Did you draw these? They're really good.
No, Rue did. She wants to become an artist someday.
An artist. Wow. I can see why though. She really should be monetizing these.
I know, right? And what do you want to do? I realize I barely know much about you. It's always been me talking.
Well, this is gonna be weird, but I want to own a vintage doll someday.
Wow, that's not what I expected. In a good way, of course. But why?
Well, it's a long story, but before we get into it, you should probably know that I'm adopted.
Oh, do you want to talk about it? Because if you don't, I promise I won't probe.
Oh no, it's fine. I love my adopted parents. They've given me everything.
Do they own a vintage shop then?
Right, no. Back to my story. I was too young to remember my biological parents properly. All they left behind was a box of vintage collectibles, like this MP3 player.
How do you...
Here and here. Apparently they were the in thing years ago. I used to cry a lot when I was younger. Listening to their old playlists helped a lot though. Anyway, I keep that box like it's some sort of national treasure, and one thing led to another. And over the years I've collected a whole galore. And so I decided I might as well make a living out of it.
What else do you collect? I'd love to see all of it someday. If you'd let me, of course. Might get something for Rue. She loves vintage jewelry.
I might have some jewelry, but the bulk of it is old cameras, television sets, books, whatever people don't use anymore. Maybe someday, when they realize these things are worth looking at again, they'll know exactly where to go. Nathan's knickknacks.
Well, I'll be your first customer then. If Rue doesn't beat me to it with her vintage jewelry.
more condolences from the neighborhood. Thank you.
Hi, Mrs. Lee. I'm actually Noah's principal.
Oh. Sorry about that. Karen here.
Raymond.
What can I do for you today?
I actually wanted to talk to you about Noah. Is her father in?
Of course. Come in. Jack. Jack! Noah's principal is here to see us.
Is everything okay with Noah at school? Actually, it's her at home I'm more concerned about. The other day in my office, Noah seemed visibly upset and talking about how things are at home. So, I wanted to ask, is everything okay?
They will
be. Need some help actually. Right, it seems we're not really on the same page now.
I'm sure you've heard by now. Her sister's disappearance hit us all hard. Noah especially. She's always been a sensitive child. We're working through it with her as a family.
Precisely because she's a sensitive child, and that's why we should.
I'm sorry, my husband here just needs more time. But I can assure you that by the end of the semester, things here will have smoothened out. We're working through her feelings with her, and she's going to be a lot better again by the end of the year.
I see. So, we're doing okay?
Absolutely.
Actually, I think we could all use a conversation about Noah. I'm sorry, my wife sometimes has difficulties considering viewpoints that aren't entirely her own. Okay, I think that feels like a personal attack, but okay. Back to
Would you maybe consider that I wouldn't have to be so selfish if you just helped me out more?
I didn't call you selfish. That's on you. I didn't call her selfish. Of course.
Yeah? Well, because it kind of sounds like you did.
I said you were narrow-minded because you never listen to anyone but yourself. But the shoe fits. By all means, wear it.
Because all you ever do is listen. You're always expecting me to make all the decisions, and you turn around and call me bossy. How convenient for you.
I think I get how Noah feels.
Not now, Desmond.
Raymond.
I'm warning you, Jack. Stop maligning me.
How am I maligning you in any way, Karen? Her principal kindly came down to our house to make sure Noah's okay, and you get defensive. You insist that everything's fine in this house, but we all know that's the furthest thing from the truth. What do you have to hide?
I just want to publicize whatever's going on in this house.
We obviously need help. Noah's not happy. Neither are we. He's offering to counsel Noah, and you're acting like he's doing him some sort of disservice.
And you're acting like he has all the answers. What can he do for us that we can't do ourselves?
Like your guess. I don't know. A second opinion, maybe.
Yes. You act as though you know everything about Noah. It's hilarious. What are you now? A shrink?
Cut me some slack now, will you?
Of course. God knows what else you've been doing all your life.
Guys, why don't we all just calm down? I'm sure we can talk about this without name-calling and bullying. Won't you just take a look at yourself? Your entire life is built around your work. It's joyless. And now, with RUE gone, Noah obviously needs help. But you're too self-centered to even notice. Please, put aside your job and focus on your daughter for once.
Me? Self-centered? Right after calling me selfish. You're so creative. I just think it's amusing how you've conveniently forgotten who's the one making the money for this family.
You can do better as a mom, Karen, and you know it.
Guys.
We're in the middle of something now, Raymond.
Oh wow, that's rich coming from you. I'm working 10 hours a day, 6 days a week to put food on this table, and what about you? All you do is just sit at home and mope around all day. All your shitty investments have been failing. You couldn't even pick something more practical to invest in. For goodness sake, we're investing in stocks, and we're losing money because of you and your stupid stocks.
Sorry, how I busy and Robert.
Is that what you think this is about? Maisie and Robert? You think I do all this just so I can have something to brag about to Maisie and Robert? You know how hard I had to work to support me and my siblings?
Please, Karen, let's not change the topic.
I was working odd jobs while studying just so I could afford school. I never want our girls to have that kind of life, so excuse me for a few hours every day while I pay for our bills.
Please, that's not what I meant. Let's not bring your parents into this.
Yeah? Well, let me do an impression of your mother then. Maybe that will explain your subpar parenting.
My mother walked out of my life when I was a child.
Oh, that makes sense. Shit.
Excuse me?
Oh, no, I meant to say.
I'm actually really tired now. Do you think we can have this conversation some other day?
Of course.
Thanks.
Well, that was productive. I swear I don't get paid enough.
Wow. Sitting in Noah's living room that day, watching her two parents scream at each other was something her principal would never forget. It made him wonder how two people who once loved each other so much could treat the other person so carelessly. Of course, he never meant to start a fight between them. He only wanted to help. But then again, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. It wasn't his fault though. Their marriage had been crumbling for years, and Rue's disappearance was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I wanted to say I'm sorry for what happened last night.
Leave me alone.
Maybe that's enough for now. Drinking will make it better, I promise. Come on.
And neither will sobriety. Trust me, I've weighed my options. You're just getting back at me because of yesterday, aren't you? You can't man up, can't take responsibility. So now you're taking it out on me instead.
Has our marriage gone so wrong? She wants to one-up me all the time.
Last I recalled, you called me selfish?
I didn't call you selfish.
Well, you sure as hell meant it. But admit it, you like not having a say in anything. I'm always the one making all the tough decisions, always being the bad guy with our girls. Well, you just go along with everything that I say. Because it's easier.
That's not true.
You've loved this life, Jack. Until yesterday, when you suddenly decided that it wasn't for you. And then you turned around and played a victim card in front of Noah's principal. I have to give it to you. You played so well. As usual, I'll be the bad guy. So you can look good.
Look, Karen, I'm sorry. Let's just put aside our differences and do better for this family.
You call this a family? My husband is barely a man. My daughter despises me. Can't even look me in the eye. And the other one is probably dead.
What? How could she say something like that about Rue? I don't even know you anymore.
Well, Jack, maybe you never knew me at all.
Why? You always have to make me so aware of whatever I'm doing wrong.
No, Jack. You do absolutely nothing for me or this family. That's where you've gone wrong.
Hell with you! Done here! Done with you! Done with this marriage! You're a vicious, foul woman! And I'm sorry.
You're probably dead, aren't you? Rue's dead? Dead? Never coming back? My darling girl, my Rue.
Hi, my name is Rue. Nice to meet you. What's yours?
Rue, I miss you so much. Mom, I'm home. Rue! Noah, you're back from school early.
Is that a hologram?
I can explain.
No! Mom. This isn't right. You need help. You need to talk to someone.
You know what, Noah? I just need you to get off your moral high horse for 5 minutes. Please, I'm begging you, just shut up for 5 minutes. Yes, this isn't correct, but who gave you the right to judge how people grieve? I'm trying to hold it together. I'm trying to move on. Rue probably isn't going to come back, okay? She's dead!
Don't say that, Mom. You don't know that for sure. She might still be out there somewhere.
Stop it, Noah. Stop giving me false hope. It's been 3 months with no news, damn it. We're all just trying to cope in the best way that we can, and I need you for once to just empathize with me.
Then talk to me. Don't just shut me out. you're not. Tell me, dear mother, when have you ever been there for RUE at night? Do you even know what's going on with our lives? Back in kindergarten, there was always the one picking us back from school because you were always too busy with work. When I was 12, you said you'd be there when I won the first prize for a short story I wrote. It was the first time I ever won something. And I was so excited for you to be there and watch me. But you never came. You were supposed to be proud of me.
I was proud of you.
Never mind that. Did you know that I went out on a date a few weeks ago? That I met someone nice. What that? School is really hard for me these few weeks.
No, you don't. Don't you dare patronize me. Did I raise you to be so disrespectful? You've never subscribed to these stupid social norms, so why should I? Just because I don't sit around and corner you all day means I don't love you. I'm working 10 hours a day, 6 days a week to give you and your sister the life that I never had.
I just need my mother here with me so that we can grieve properly together. And then we can focus on finding RUE together. Then we can stop being in this limbo. I never wanted any of these luxuries.
Of course you never wanted any of these luxuries. You grew up with everything that I never had.
I know I'm just a kid, but I'll tell you what I know. Even when you have all the money in the world, you will sit alone in this empty house and wish you could buy back the time you wasted on your work. I don't even know why Dad bothers to put up with you. You know what? Maybe RUE's the lucky one. Because at least she doesn't have to put up with you. You're a sloppy, selfish excuse for a mother. And I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that I hate you. And I wish I didn't have to live with you.
Words have consequences, Noah. You can't take them back. Maybe it's time you learn to stop being so selfish.
Careful, mother. When an apple falls, it doesn't fall far from the tree. Francine.
Noah.
I have a new set of leads for you. Maybe if you could investigate this woman. She's always loitering.
Noah. Not again. I've told you this is dangerous. Getting involved.
I know, but this one's really good. I promise. I was just trying to retrace RUE's steps that day and
Noah, stop! Listen to yourself.
What?
Do you even hear yourself?
No, you're not listening. Please, Francine.
No, we're doing everything. I promise. We're looking for DNA and fingerprints. We're talking to people. Noah, I need you to trust us.
Trust? You expect me to sit around like a lame duck when it's been over 3 months since I last saw my sister?
No, I expect you to learn how to function, regardless of the outcome of the investigation.
What do you mean?
Noah, you know what we found.
You found blood, not a body. Can I ask you a question, Francine? Will you be honest?
I will.
Do you think Rue's coming back?
Noah, I
Thank you for your honesty, Francine.
Everything alright between you two? That young lady seemed very distressed.
just kids.
You have any of your own?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. It's just that I remember I used to be quite a difficult child as well. My parents and I never quite got along until I was a proper adult.
Yeah, she kind of reminds me of myself too. So wayward, so determined.
Oh, you're a police officer?
Oh, detective.
Ah,
Francine.
a detective. Are you investigating the disappearance of that girl? I can't quite remember her name. What was it?
Rue,
Ah, yes, Rue.
Rue Lee.
Yeah, that's right.
That was her sister.
The whole town's talking about her. Poor girl.
Oh yeah? What do you know?
I was out of town that day on a fishing trip, unfortunately. But there are many interesting theories circulating around the neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah, some say she took off with some boy she met online. Others say she ran away.
That's rubbish!
I know. It's always tough on the investigations team having to break difficult news to the family. It's even worse when they don't appreciate how hard you've been working. I can only imagine how you feel, detective.
Please, just Francine.
I only wish I were in town that day. Then maybe, just maybe, I would have been around to see or even hear something.
Don't beat yourself up over it. Things like this happen and there's just no way around them.
I really hope you find the girl and bring her home soon. Or find the culprit and bring him or her to justice.
Yeah. This town has to move on. Oh, I have to rush back to the station. Lots of paperwork to finish. I'll see you around.
Yeah, no worries. I hate to keep a busy woman like you around. Goodbye.
Come in.
Mr. Law, it's Noah's mom.
Oh, Mrs. Lee, I wasn't expecting you. Please, have a seat.
I'm sorry. I tried getting a number from Noah, but we're not really speaking at the moment.
I see.
But never mind that. I didn't come in today for pity. I just wanted to say that I feel really bad about what happened at our house the other day.
Oh no, it's alright, actually. You'll be surprised at how often these things happen with my students.
Wait, you're a Cornell graduate? Me too.
Yes, I am. My Cornell days were some of my favorite. Things were much easier back then.
Oh, I miss those days. Jack and I had some really great times back then.
Oh, Jack went to Cornell too?
Yes, he did. That's actually where we met. We were just kids. I remember once Jack, our friends and I stole our professor's car and drove it up to the roof in the middle of the night.
You did?
Yes, and surprisingly, it was Jack's idea. He was a different man back then. But then, the kids came into the picture and he realized he couldn't keep up with their life anymore.
I see.
And we didn't even expect to have two. We'd only planned for one. Oh, thank you. But anyway, that's when we decided that one of us should cut back on our work to spend more time with the girls. It wasn't an easy decision.
He gave up his job so you could have yours. If I may offer anything, Mrs. Lee, I know I'm in no position, but Jack is a great dad. I can tell. And I don't want to take sides, but I just think maybe you're not seeing that yet.
I just wish that he helped me out more. It's not easy being the one earning the money for the family.
Actually, you'll be surprised. In my experience, the happiest families aren't the ones with the most. In fact, some of them didn't even have much.
You sound just like Noah. But I just don't see how any of us can ever be happy ever again. There's no normal for us to go back to.
You're right. and you can't change any of that. But you still have Noah. And what she needs now, more than ever, is for both her parents to be there. Talk to Jack. I can tell he really cares a lot about you. And maybe the both of you can work something out. For Noah.
I know. And I will. Thank you, Raymond, for seeing me today.
No worries. Anytime.
Hey, I got your call. Is everything okay?
No, everything is not okay.
What happened?
The detective I've been talking to doesn't want to take up any of the new leads I found. She probably thinks I'm just some stupid kid. My parents are still always fighting like crazy. And you know what takes the cake?
What?
My mom. She got the latest hologram device so that she can simulate RUE. Can you imagine how screwed up that is?
You know what? I think your mom is just trying to cope with her grief. Just like you are.
How is that coping? It's not real. Whatever respite she gets from it is only temporary. Seriously, you're the only person that's keeping me sane right now. What? Say something.
You know, I've been wanting to have this conversation with you for a while now. I thought maybe you needed more time, but clearly this is getting out of hand.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Am I? I'm not speaking in quote, Noah. It's been what? 3 months now?
87 days.
And you don't think this is a problem?
I'm not the one using holograms.
Noah, that's beside the point. I've been trying to tell you all along that people cope in different ways. This isn't a competition about who's got the better one.
Wait, why are you against me too?
I'm not against you. See, this isn't a competition. Noah, it's not just you who lost RUE, you know. It's not you versus them. It's all of you versus the problem.
But how am I supposed to sit around and do nothing about RUE?
No, but you can't send a detective 10 emails a day about who to interrogate next. It's not having a breakdown in the middle of class just because some asshole decides to call you the dead girl sister. It isn't shutting your family out either. You know, I've never met anyone as stubborn as you before in my life. That is what I like best about you. But maybe it's best to put that part of yourself aside for now.
Thank you for this. I appreciate it.
Wait, that's it? Not putting up a fight? Something tells me you're not entirely convinced.
No, not yet. But I think I've picked enough fights with everyone around me.
I just miss her so much. I don't think I've ever said I love you to her face before, and I wish I had. I wish she knew just how much she meant to me before she was gone. Even underneath all the fights. And now, I'll never get to see her again. Just like that. She's gone. She'll never know. Never.
You know what? I think she knew. While we were chatting online, I can't remember how this came up, but she told me she had a sister she really looked up to. She called it tough love, but I could see very clearly that she adores you. And she knows you did too. She knew. Don't worry.
Jack.
Karen.
I'm sorry for that night. And all the times before. It's my fault.
This isn't just about us, you know. No one needs you.
I want to be better for her.
Another thing we both need to agree on. We need to accept that Rue's not coming back.
I know that. I'm ready to move on with this family.
Karen, I need you to mean it this time, or don't promise anything at all. Noah isn't a little kid. You can't just bribe her with gifts and candy anymore.
No, of course not. I need it this time, Jack. I really do. I got the promotion.
Just when I thought you've changed.
I turned it down.
You what? You fought on this your whole life. I'm sure it's not too late. You can still phone about time was a mistake.
Jack,
I'm sure you
Jack,
understand.
Listen. I don't regret it. It was my choice. I want to spend more time with you and Noah. Hey Noah.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm not really in the mood for another fight.
Noah.
No fights tonight. We promise.
Fine. But before you yell at me, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for the way that I've been behaving. You deserve better.
I beg your pardon.
I promise I'm learning.
It's true. She turned down a promotion for us.
What? But Mom, this is everything you've ever wanted.
I've never seen the two of you more supportive of my career until today. It was always only RUE.
Mom, did you ever wish that it was me who was gone and RUE who had stayed instead?
What?
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 I can't believe you ever think that way.
It's just that. Did you mean it when you used to say that you wished that I was more like RUE?
What? No. What? Of course not, darling. Yes, it's true that it was always easier being a mother to RUE, but only because you always seemed to have everything figured out. I never felt like you needed me in the same ways that she did, but I never loved you any less.
Sometimes I feel so unbearably guilty and I wake up. I wish it was me instead of her, you know?
No, don't you ever think that way. RUE is a terrible loss. No amount of wishful thinking can ever bring her back. But you don't owe RUE anything for being alive.
I'm starting to think that RUE might really be gone forever. I can't process this still. After all this time, I'm still just so angry. She never hurt a fly.
Noah, just because we stopped searching for answers doesn't mean that we don't love her, you know. RUE will always be a part of our family.
We can't wait forever for RUE to. But you do know that there are some things that even time and death cannot tarnish, right?
But how can anyone expect us to move on when there's no closure?
Maybe closure means accepting things for what they are rather than what they should be.
I just really, really miss her.
There's no going back to before, but maybe we can work something out after all this. We're still here for you. And we love you.
I love you, Mom. Dad. I really do.
There's so many photos of the two of you together. Seeing the way you guys fight sometimes, you never believe the number of memories you have together.
Can I keep these?
Of course, they're yours. And since Christmas is coming up, maybe we could clear out her old laptop and give it to somebody who needs it.
Sounds good. I'll do it.
I'll be in the next room if you need anything.
What's her password? Got it. Wait. What's this? Who was Rue talking to?
I saw Noe at the coffee shop last week.
For the millionth time, her name is Noah, and stop bothering me.
Have you changed your mind?
Using a new account won't make me change my mind.
I already said I'm sorry. What more do you want?
For you to leave me alone.
You'll regret turning me away.
You have blocked this account.
What? Who was Rue talking to? Shit! The other account is deleted. I can't check it. But could just be another one of Rue's boys. It doesn't matter now.
Hey Noah. When you pass on her laptop, could you also give this away? I know I shouldn't have bought it in the first place.
Mom, you don't have to. If this helps you, let's keep it.
Really?
Actually, I was just wondering, but before I give it back to you, can I give it a try?
Of course. I'll give you and your sister some space.
Hi, my name is Rue. Nice to meet you. What's yours?
I never thought I'd ever get to see you again. I hope you know that Mom, Dad and I, we all still think and talk about you all the time. I hope it's a nice place, wherever you are. I asked Dad if heaven was real, but he's still on the rain check for that. You probably already have the answer to that, though. I love you, but I can't go on searching for you and being so angry with the world for taking you away. But you'll always have all my love. You know that, right? You'll always be my best friend. And I just know that someday, somehow, we'll all be back together again. But for now, see you soon, Rue.
Lee, right? I know you. Rue's sister. I never got to say how sorry I am for your loss.
Noah.
I'm sorry?
My name is Noah.
You sound just like your sister.
How did you know my sister?
Let's just say I'm an old friend, Jerome.
Jerome, I know that name.
You need an umbrella? I live just around the corner.
You left her those messages, didn't you? You wouldn't leave my sister alone.
Like I said, I was an old friend, Jerome.
You?
Seems to me you're not keen on that umbrella also. But that's okay. I'll see you around then.
Wait! Hello, Princey? I think I know now. And this time, I have evidence.